at this point, I think there may be nobody who triggers the left more than J.K. Rowling in the book industry. You'd think it'd be me, but I mean, she really, just by saying that a woman is a woman, has set these people into such a tizzy. And I think it's all because they hailed her as like their revolutionary, the one that they wanted to promote above everybody else for a lot of reasons. Harry Potter, when it came out, obviously resonated with the youth and, of course, got the book industry saved from its decline because people started actually reading because of her. Number two, they tried to prop her up, as a woman. They like to do that as feminism. And number three, she did push some gay rights stuff that they love to cheer about. And as such, as you remember, people used to put the Harry Potter houses in their profile. They'd be like... in different social medias, they'd be like, I'm Slytherin, I'm Hufflepuff. It got insane. And of course, that was the marker of the left-wing bio in like 2014. Now, fast forward a few years later, they removed that and they put pronouns in their bios instead. And J.K. Rowling doesn't jive with that. She's like, a woman is a woman. Wait a minute, I thought feminism was about women. Why are women winning women's sports now? I don't like this. And of course, now it's creating a complete media shitstorm. So IGN decided to attack her yesterday, and they got massive blowback they didn't expect over the new Harry Potter TV series. It's really, really funny, and we're going to get into this in just a moment. Hit that like and subscribe button. Join us here, guys, as we talk about all things in pop culture, especially science fiction and fantasy, because I am a fantasy writer myself. And if you enjoy Harry Potter, if you enjoy coming-of-age stories, you will absolutely love My Adventures of Baron von Monocle. This is a 6-book series, and it's about swashbuckling airship adventures in a fantasy land. A lot of fun. You will totally enjoy this. So check this out. This is great Christmas reading for you, for your children. It's something the whole family can enjoy, and really appreciate you for being there. Grab all of it, ebook, print, and audio to make it easy for you. That's in the description below. I'll put you book one, but do grab the whole series. It builds up so nicely, and you'll love where it's going. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and making things big. Also, sign up for our Substack, which I'll put in the description below, as well as we report the news that nobody else does. So IGN seethed over HBO and Max boss Casey Bloys, reiterating that Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling will be heavily involved in the upcoming Harry Potter TV series. Now, this is usually a good thing. When a creator actually is involved in their own series, you can bet that it's going to be pretty faithful to what they envision for the series, which is, that's what you want out of the books. That's the main complaint that we always see about comic movies and book movies, that they don't match the books. I actually had a friend who had a series picked up for a Netflix deal at one point, and they decided to change all the races of everybody in the book. And he's like, no, I intended them this way for a reason. And by the way, the characters were all Asian to start. It was not like a white to change thing. Asians are getting discriminated against now too, of course, but that killed the show. And so you would rather have them involved because you know that you're not going to get anything weird happening for the most part. So during a press event for HBO and Max, Casey Bloys fielded a question from members of the media asking for passionate views about trans issues was affecting the company's ability to find a cast. No, of course not, because everybody wants to be involved with this, because everybody's going to watch this, and it's only people on Twitter throwing a fit and the media throwing a fit about this. This is a huge opportunity for anybody who wants to do well in Hollywood, because they will show their acting chops in a fantasy situation, which is, look at how they frame things. A passionate view about trans issues. It's actually passionate views about just like protecting the women's bathroom. It's what it comes down to. It's about protecting women, and that is where she's at. But you see how they frame things to like make it sound like she's attacking rather than trying to defend her ground. So they said she's been fairly involved. She was very involved in the process of selecting a writer and director. I imagine she'll have opinions on casting. It hasn't affected the casting or hiring of new writers or production staff. We haven't felt an impact on that. And, J.K. Rowling is very, very liberal in general. I know that she is a Christian woman, but she does have a liberal bent to her that's, fairly European in nature. And so she hires a lot of liberal people, and you know, this is how it always is. Like, if somebody's the best writer for the job and the dude is wearing a dress, she'll probably hire the dude wearing the dress, because that's how most people act. Now, it's probably not going to be the dude wearing the dress who's the best person for the job. Those people get chosen ahead of everybody else in normal Hollywood circles, which is why so many films and movies and video games and the like have been clusters over the last several years. And that's exactly what they're doing. They want those people prioritized, not those people just hired for who the best person is for the job. This is how crazy things have gotten these days. Oh, well, they say that she's been fairly involved, and as I said that, there's no impact from the production staff in the cast. So his comments are unsurprising because it was announced she would be an executive producer. Harry Potter is a cultural phenomenon. It's clear there's such an enduring love for the thirst of the wizarding world. In partnership with Warner Brothers Television and J.K. Rowling, this new Max original series will dive deep into each of the iconic books that fans have continued to enjoy for all these years. She herself stated in the press release, Max's commitment to preserving the integrity of my books is important to me, which is good as an author. I'm looking forward to being a part of this new adaptation, which will allow for a degree of depth and detail only afforded by long-form television medium. Good stuff. So IGN couldn't handle this. And as you could see immediately, because they can't just talk about a show, IGN can't just do this. They have to make it about the political agenda. You see this in what they've done with Dragon Age: The Veilguard, where with that whole cluster of a video game that's mired with they, them pronouns, they gave it a 9 out of 10, which they were forced to walk back as as people actually played the game, because their initial review was such a lie and such a propaganda piece, and it's all about clout within the leftist political industry with IGN. They're the worst fake news out there. So you see how they couch this. J.K. Rowling, who's been posting anti-transgender rhetoric on X since 2020, will be involved in the new Harry Potter TV show, with HBO and Max content boss saying, I imagine she'll have opinions on casting. So you see, it's exactly the opposite of what was being said. Casey Bloys said that, yeah, she'll have opinions. So far, it hasn't really impacted anything. She's great to work with, everything. It was a very positive interview, but IGN frames it, this is what the fake news does every single time, as she's impacting things, she's anti-transgender, she's just going to ruin the show, right? Absolutely crazy as this goes. And what happened was they actually got blowback they didn't expect. As this grew, they got ratioed. The comments were just blasting IGN over their fake news reporting. IGN just got blown out over this article. And it's a sign of the times. People are sick of this. People are sick of the news lying about what people are saying, trying to cancel people over just pushing back over this radical gender ideology stuff. And people have had enough. I mean, honestly, IGN, if the election didn't wake you up to this, I don't know what's going to at this point, because you're going to lose all of your influence if you do this kind of thing going forward. People are done with your lying in order to try to smear and destroy people. And J.K. Rowling's having fun with it. She actually gets trolls on her X account almost every single day. You see somebody posting, "You disgust me," to one of her from some sock account, Tom, to her book, and she says, "And yet somehow I live." She has a very good way of dealing with the trolls. She laughs at them because that's all you really can do at the end of the day. If you get mad at the internet, you lose. And of course, the SJW mob really, really wants to destroy this woman. They can't because she's a billionaire. She's already made her money off this stuff. She's just having fun with life. She doesn't have to answer to anybody. She doesn't need clout from anybody. She doesn't need to generate sales from appealing to anybody. She can just say what she thinks at this point, and it drives everybody crazy. And that's the whole deal. The media wants people they can control. The whole group out there is all about control and all about just making you just big enough that you need their influence, but not big enough that you can become like a J.K. Rowling. When somebody like this seeps through their cracks, it makes them very, very mad because they know that they're not going to be able to have their narrative pushed. They know that they're not going to be able to succeed with it, and it's wonderful to watch. So I'm very glad J.K. Rowling's involved with her own book series. I think it's very healthy when a series that is making a TV show out of things has the author involved heavily to make sure that things are done right. And I hope that they actually do the best, and I hope that they don't go and bow to these people who are trying to cancel them, because it would be a crying shame. So far, it just seems like Harry Potter makes money no matter what these people try to do. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. And please check out my fantasy series, guys. I independently publish this myself. Got no censors out there. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very clean. You'll love this. It's in the description below. And thank you guys so much for being there and supporting our books so hard. Ebook, print, and audio. We'll be back soon.